Dude, I'm sorry. I'm literally so stressed out.
Me too.
I cannot. I literally think I'm going crazy.
Me too, dude.
Okay, what was that?
Maybe we are going crazy.
It sounded like a trumpet.
A trumpet.
It's out of place. Why?
You know, it wouldn't be out of place if we were in a soundscape.
Okay, what's a soundscape?
How do I explain it? Hey Sam, do you know how to explain soundscape? Well, think of it kind of like this.
The term soundscape indicates how the environment is understood by those living within it. Indeed, the individual listener within a soundscape is part of a dynamic system of information exchange. Soundscape ideology recognizes that when humans enter an environment, they have an immediate effect on the sounds. The soundscape is human-made and, in that sense, composed. Soundscape is the acoustic manifestation of place, in the sense that the sounds give the inhabitants a sense of place, and the place's acoustic quality is shaped by the inhabitants' activities and behavior. Thus, the sonic environment, or soundscape, which is the sum total of all sounds within any defined area, is an intimate reflection of the social, technological, and natural conditions of the area. Change in these conditions means change in the sonic environment. One of the main tasks of soundscape ecology is to determine whether or how the sonic environment can maintain its acoustic balance and ideally how its quality may be improved.
The World Soundscape Project was a research and educational endeavor founded in 1969 by Canadian composer R. Murray Schafer. The project established the modern field of study known as acoustic ecology, or soundscape studies, which is concerned with raising public awareness of sound, documenting environmental sound and its changing character, and establishing the concept and practice of soundscape design as an alternative to noise pollution. The project's ultimate aim is to find solutions for an ecologically balanced soundscape where the relationship between the human community and its sonic environment is in harmony. The World Soundscape Project posits that listening and sound making stand in a delicate relationship to each other. The quality of a sonic environment can be measured by examining whether the relationship is balanced. For example, if what we hear is louder than our own sounds, an imbalance has been created in this relationship. Or if the atmosphere of an environment is such that we are only permitted to hear or to listen, but not to speak or express, then there is also an imbalance. A noisy environment and an authoritarian environment can both have this effect. A noisy soundscape drowns out our footsteps, our breathing, and our normal speaking voice. An authoritarian environment does not have to be loud to make us lower our voices or not talk at all.
Does that help?
Yes. Okay, that makes sense. That kind of sounds like when everyone's practicing outside the practice rooms. But it does remind me of this one piece I heard.
Ooh,
Here,
let me hear it.
listen. It sounds like this. Dude, but it's cool, right?
Yeah, it kind of reminds me of when I like zone out on the way to class, or when I'm like getting a snack from
Right.
the JPL and I just like hear nature.
You hear everything around you, and it's also
Yeah.
really helpful with like meditation, help people sleep, and helps people with their anxiety and stuff like that. It's pretty
Really?
cool.
How else could it be used?
Dude, let me show you. It's like this.
So one way that they do this is by a sound walk. Usually on a sound walk, there is complete silence for the duration of the walk. These walks were designed to encourage the participating walkers to listen intently to this space and to compare it to other spaces in their surrounding areas. The walks were also designed to examine the changing use and design of the Smithfield space over the past 4 years. After a sound walk, usually people are encouraged to discuss their experience, which can result in an exchange of sonic descriptions of the environment. It is these descriptions that highlight the cultural associations that people have with their soundscape, along with the memories that specific sounds evoke. The sound walk serves as a starting point from which a community can begin to understand these perspectives and their relationship with their local soundscape and how it has changed over time. It is these conversations that resulted in the creation of 2 soundscape works, The Thing About Listening Is, in 2013, and A Bit Closer to Home, in 2014, which rather than reflecting a generalized interpretation of a soundscape, sought to capture and respond to the stories and conversations reflected the relationship that local residents have with the community soundscape.
So yeah, that's basically what it is. But like, I wonder how it's combined with like music and then the natural sounds, you know?
Yeah, like how is it combined? Maybe something like this.
Not all approaches to or definitions of soundscape are identical, but most tend to address the perceptual experience of a given environment by those living within it. Soundscape composition methodologies such as listening, recording, and editing enable researchers to create a representation of soundscapes, establishing a strong relationship between the composer and a specific soundscape. This relationship is established through the cycle of listening, recording, listening, editing, listening, creating, and listening. However, another relationship is established during the performance of a composition between the newly created soundscape and the audience. Soundscape composition evokes memories and feelings as the audience establishes their own relationship with the sonic material.
So yeah, that's kind of how they combine it from just being like plain nature to adding music in it.
That's cool. Maybe I'll be more aware now when I'm just like walking around and being outside or whatever, my way to school. That's cool.
Yeah, so you get it now.
Yeah, I get it.
What about you, Sam? Do you understand soundscape now? What about you, Schaefer?
What about y'all? Do you understand what soundscape is now? Great!